35 laps. We're back. We're back. We're back in the regular season for the first time in a while. Back regular season racing from Willow Springs International, and it's not the Crazy Sports Goods Sprite League. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a CSKL driver making her last two starts in the Crazy Sports Goods League until she races full-time in the 32 next year. Jenna Lucas sits on the pole. Pat Green, after a horrible Texas road course doubleheader race 2, starts 4th. And now let's go trackside. Race fans, if you're able to, please rise and remove your hats as the Crazy Sports Goods League band presents your national anthem. Thank you. And now, let's see where favorite drivers are starting. Here at Willow Springs. Here in Willow Springs. Are you guys ready? Starting row number 1, Jenna Lucas in the 47 and Jack Moon in the 50. Row 2, last week's race number 2 winner, Kendall Homan and Pat Green in the 4. Kendall Homan is in the 19. Row 3, Madison Bowling in the 41 and Erilyn Todd in the 22. Row number 4, Nancy Stauffer in the 1 and Chelsea Johnson in the 24. Row 5, Matthew Godwin in the 2 and Carson Healy in the 27. Row 6, we get to Ella Lutzman in the 17 and Tessalina McElroy in the 51. Row number 7, Alex Johnson in the 77 and Nolan Vernango, last year's champion, in the 45. Row number 8, Stella Mitford in the 70 and Nathan Rockhill in the 21. Row number 9, Audrey Schreiner in the 65 and Peyton McMahon in the 66. Row number 10, Scott Stauffer in the 60 and Lyric Tanner in the 29. Row number 11, Raymond Cardell in the 63 and Nicholas Green in the 22, starting 22nd in the 15. Row 12, Cameron Evans in the 12 and Emma Sofrin in the 14. Row 13, we get to, that's 14. Row number 13, Haley Duncan in the 42 and Alexander Owens in the 26. Row number 14, Charlie Cole in the 33 and Savannah Cole in the 18. Row number 15, Riley Scott in the 11 and Raymond the Magician Green in the 82. And starting last, we get to Dory Logan. Yep, the music is done. But the music that you guys will be hearing is the roar of the engine. 35 laps from Willow Springs, and we're underway at Willow Springs. Gina Lucas, Jack Moon lead them down to the green flag. Lead them down turn 1. Already crazy lap 1. 3 wide for the lead. Lucas in the middle. As Homan gets off the racetrack and side by side for the lead. Jack Moon has the lead, but here comes Gina Lucas in the 47. Side by side up front. Lucas trying to hang on. She has the inside. Moon outside. It's still side by side. Moon has the inside and has the clear advantage. As Lucas will fall back to second. Bowling back there in third. Pat Green right now runs 5th. Crazy lap 1 indeed. Charlie Cole back down in last. And we will have a battle for the lead coming to turn 9. If you ask us, you know, everybody is asking, has Gina Lucas raced here before? Yes, she has, in the IndyCar, so she does have some experience racing at this racetrack, same as Nola Bernango. As it's side by side for the lead, Moon loose on the inside, and that will bring the 47 in with a great run. Here comes the 47. She wants to lead. It's side by side. Lucas gets sideways. Moon gets on the curbing, and Jack Moon retakes the lead. Madison Bowling 1 second, but she can't take it away. As Lucas still holds second, Pat Green back down in 5th. The cash now number 4 in 5th. And Nancy Stockman, her teammate, in 8th. Jack Moon looking for his first win since season 12. When he got the championship back in season 12, that was his last win. Gina Lucas does only have 1 start here in the IndyCars, but she knows how to drive here. And now looking for her first career racing victory. Side by side, contact me. Jack Moon almost going around. And now to the carousel. Here comes Chelsea Johnson. Chelsea looking for her second win of the season. Wes Chelsea goes trying to go by Pat Green, but she can't as Gina Lucas wants to lead. Nancy Stauffer moving forward. Here comes, oh my goodness, where did Carson Healy jump out of a rocket there? I mean, Carson Healy up to 6th already here at Willow Springs. Can he win this afternoon? Lap 3 is on board. Lap 3, 0:35 is on the board, and it's Jack Moon who's dominating. But here comes Gina Lucas. Lucas, great run through turn 9, through the final turn, which is turn 9. Great run off. She's still there. Gina Lucas now wants to lead down turn 1. She tries to send him, but it does not work. As it's still Moon who leads. Through the carousel. You got Roy. After Aaron Todd, who is falling back. Riley Scott all the way down in last. I hope Nick Green has moved forward. Actually, the good news is that Nick is in front of Raymond Caldwell. It's a miracle. Nick Green is absolutely inside the top 20 for once. I mean, Nick Green does have win this year, so he doesn't need to win again to make the playoffs. And now, coming to turn 9, Lucas, great run, down to the inside. Nice drive off by rookie Lucas. Jenna Lucas has gained a lot more talent driving the 47 here. This was supposed to be Xander Faust's race, but he decided not to. And you get the spot to Jenna Lucas, who is going to clear Jack Moon. Jenna Lucas to the lead, but here comes Jack Moon, the veteran. Rookie versus veteran. We're here at Willow Springs, and right now the rookie spent 4 laps behind the veteran and has gotten tired riding behind him. Jenna Lucas to the lead here at Willow Springs. Here comes Madison Bowling as well. Bowling to second. It's side by side there. Bowling will take second as she is closing back in on the rookie leader, Jenna Lucas. It's Lucas Bowling side by side. Bowling there to the inside. To turn 9. She clears. Madison Bowling to the lead. Jack Moon 1 second. He goes down to the inside. And he gets off the racetrack because Jenna Lucas pushes him down low. And Lucas clears Moon. Here comes Kendall. Kendall Homan wants third. Here comes a 47. Hits the 41. Almost wreck up front. Here comes Kendall Homan once again. A big shakeup right there. Almost causes Pat Green with some ground. But Pat Green keeps 5th over Carson Healy and Nancy Stoffer. Maddie Bowling looking to get back to victory lane. Her last one, I think, was season 18. Was either season 18 or season 19. Actually, I could look. I actually can look to see if she won back in season 19. No, I can't. Huh. Here goes Bowling and Moon. Moon looking to the inside. Cannot quite take second away. Lucas. Moon. Closing back in on Madison Bowling. Great run by Jenna. And she hits the 41. And here comes the 50 once again. Team Penske. Team Penske is number 22 and 2. Inside the top 10. Nope. Ellen Woodsman now will make them get out of the top 10. I mean, except Erlen, because Erlen is still in the top 10. That's the bonus. Nick Green has pulled away from Alex Owen and Raymond Carvell. Can Carvell beat Nick Green this afternoon? Probably not, but I mean, I know that Raymond Carvell really does want to beat Nick, but I don't think he will. Lap 7 here in Willow Springs. It's Madison Bowling who leads over Jenna Lucas, Jack Moon, Kendall Homan, and Pat Green. Who will be the first one to face the wrath of the grass and go around. Here comes Jenna Lucas. Great run out of 9. You saw Jack Moon getting sideways there. Back onto the front straightaway. Lap 8 is on the board. Lucas down to the inside. She gets a great run. She slides out outside. Now going down to the inside. She slides once again. Jenna Lucas being very aggressive as she continues to slide all over. And here comes the closer as well. Pat Green has taken fourth. Contact made. Homan almost goes around. There was almost a wreck with Kendall Homan and Carson Healy. That was almost horrible. And now here comes Jenna Lucas once again, as she's getting another great run on Madison Bowling. Can Pat Green break the losing streak? Great run by Lucas down to the inside. She gets there. She does not slide out of the corner. Moon does. And now Bowling trying to hang on, but here comes Jenna Lucas down to the inside. Great run by Jenna. She gets there. It's side by side. And Jenna Lucas will take the lead away. But Bowling continues to run the inside. But rookie Jenna Lucas holds the outside, loses the lead, and Moon is going for second. And guys, don't look now, but here comes Nancy Soffring. Moon to second, and Pat Green wants third. Almost a collision back behind them. I mean, there was a collision. Oh my goodness, Carson Healy back down in 30th. Are you kidding me? Pat Green should be worried because her teammate, Nancy Soffring, is just behind. Here comes Jack Moon, great run to turn 9, out of turn 9. Nancy Soffring gets a great run on the back bumper of Pat Green. Lap 10 is on the board. Here comes the 50, great run to the 41. Who's going to save big money at Menards and win here at Willow Springs. I'm sorry for that horrible pun. Moon wants the lead. He gets down to the inside, but he can't take it away. And Nancy Soffring is pouncing. Nancy Soffring wants to get back to victory lane. Soffring to third. Nancy Soffring has not won in a while, trying to bring Pat Green Motorsports to their second ever win in the Crazy Sports League as a team. Nancy Soffring sits third, and fifth is her teammate Pat Green. For the first time in a while, Nancy Soffring is in front of Pat Green. Actually, I think it's been a few weeks since we've seen Nancy Soffring run up front. Moon hits Bowling. Bowling loses the lead. Soffring sideways. Here comes Nancy Soffring. She won second. It's side by side for that spot. 25 to go. And Nancy Soffring continues to drive forward. She will take second, but here comes Madison Bowling on the inside. She wants to retake the lead. Payback, comeback by the 41. Maddie Bowling back up front here at Willow Springs. Here in Willow Springs, contact made. Errol and Todd, Kendall Homan make contact. Bowling continues to dominate here in Willow Springs. Will she be able to get it done and get back to victory lane? Bowling leads. Now coming back around to take 24 laps to go. Moon, Bowling, door to door. Bowling off the racetrack. Sends it in, almost losing control of that car. Pat Green down on the inside right there as well. Pat Green is there. She will take third. She will take fourth, and she's looking for third. Pat Green in the top 5. Nancy Stolfren in 2nd. She has a quick car battle for 3rd. And here comes Pat, the closer, Green. Pat Green continues to drive through the field. She will take 3rd away for Boeing. And now it's Moon versus Stolfren versus Green. Those Pat Green Motorsports cars cannot be stopped this afternoon. Both of their cars are quick. Jack Moon has had a lot of speed this season, but has not been able to capitalize on a win. Has not been able to capitalize on it. Has not been able to win. Nancy Stolfren as well. Side by side. New leader in Willow Springs. It is Nancy Stolfren. Nancy Stolfren to the lead as it's side by side for 2nd. Moon will lose 2nd as both Pat Green Motorsports cars pass Jack Moon. It's a battle between the teammates. Nancy Stolfren, Pat Green, 1 and 2. Pat Green wants to lead. Lap 13, you can write this down for the first time in a long time. Pat Green to the lead. It's side by side between the teammates, and the 1 retakes the lead from the 4. Great battling up front. You can write this down. Pat Green actually has a good car. Actually doesn't have a good car. She has a great car. Pat Green runs in 2nd. Boeing and Lucas side by side for that 4th spot. But Lucas will have the inside lane, and that's the best lane to go. Pat Green, great run through turn 9, right back to the bumper of Nancy Stolfren. Down the front straightaway. Nancy Stolfren will lead her first lap of the day, I think. Lap 14 is on the board. Here comes Pat, new leader. It is Pat, the closer, Green, but there's contact between the teammates. Nancy Stolfren, even though she's Pat Green's teammate, she's being very aggressive. Jack Moon right there wants to be aggressive as well. It's side by side for the lead, but Pat Green has the inside, and that may not work as Stolfren continues to run the outside. Now she has the inside. Here comes Jill Lucas. It's side by side for 2nd. Lucas to 2nd, but Pat Green has the inside, and that may be the best lane to go. Nancy Stolfren, can she win here this afternoon? Boeing now going after Pat Green. Pat Green is a full of shock right now. She just got passed by rookie Jill Lucas. Now Pat Green now going back after Lucas. Jack Moon all the way down to 5th as lap 15 is on board. Pat Green right there, Jenna Lucas right there. Great battling for the lead. Here comes Lucas, here comes Green. Who's going to win Willow Springs? Who's going to win and go to Menards and save money? Save big money at Menards. That is the quote here for the Menards 35. Here it is, Pat Green. Boeing was side by side, but Pat Green clears. Pat Green back up to 3rd. How about Pat Green's race car this afternoon? We have mentioned it someone before, but she does have a fast car. So can Pat Green win this afternoon? Here it is, Pat Green right there. Here comes Jenna Lucas and Pat Green. But Nancy Soffren has 20 laps until she gets back to victory lane. Bowling wants third. Here comes Lucas. Strong run, great run by Jenna Lucas. She's there to the bumper of Nancy. Pat Green third. Here comes Jenna Lucas down to the inside. Jenna Lucas wants to retake the lead, but she can't, not quite yet. Lucas out to the outside. It's side-by-side contact made. Even more contact. Nancy Soffren cannot be stopped. Nancy Soffren at the end of this, she will have a lot of scuff marks on her car, maybe some damage after all the contact she has gotten today. Why? Because she is being very aggressive as they're coming back around to take 19 laps to go. And we know at least once this year, maybe next week. Yes, that's right. Maybe next week in Brands Hatch. It's the 47th racing. It may be Calista Kendall in the car. Or we may see Calista Kendall somehow take over the 19 next season. I don't know. But I know that Calista Kendall is an up-and-coming superstar. Jenna Lucas is as well. She's facing her old. She's facing like her teammate next year, and she's also racing against her team owner next year as well. But I'm talking about today's present. This is the fastest road course in the West. In 2 weeks, we come back right here to Willow Springs, but to the other crazy Kern County circuit. And that race, just like Indianapolis and the Texas Motor Speedway races, is a wild card. So anybody can win those races. Nancy Soffren in the 1 continues to lead. Can she get back to victory lane? Here comes Jenna Lucas. Great run in the 47. Bowling wants third. Lucas wants the lead. And Bowling going under Pat Green. But Bowling can't take third. As Lucas now once again going to the inside. Slides. Great run. Slides up. Takes the lead. Jenna Lucas, veteran move. Veteran move by the rookie sends her to the lead. We have a car around, and it's Ella Woodsman. Woodsman around. Pat Green going for second. Ella Woodsman went around. Woodsman now down to 30th, and Carson Healy's down to last, as it's Jenna Lucas who leads here in Willow Springs. Can Jenna Lucas get back to victory lane? Soffren, what a pass! Nancy Soffren to the lead, and now Pat Green wants to retake second. Look at Maddie Bowling right there as well. It's going to be side by side for third, as Bowling is there. Bowling will have the inside of Pat Green. Lucas runs in second. Bowling, Green, side by side. Jenna Lucas pulls down to the inside. She will have the outside, and that may be the way to go. She pulls down to the inside. Bowling will clear for third, but not for long. Pat Green is still coming back. Bowling now wants second. It's side by side. Maddie Bowling clears for second, but here comes Jenna Lucas. She has the inside, now will be on the outside as they enter turn 8. Down the back straightaway. Bowling to second, but here comes Lucas with the crossover. Turn 9, side by side for the lead. Bowling pushes Sofrin off. Sofrin loses the lead in second. Bowling back up front. Lap 20 is on the board. 16 laps remaining. Nancy Sofrin holds on to third for the time being. Can she come back and win this race? That's the question. How about rookie Gina Lucas? Gina Lucas racing like a veteran here. No wonder she knows. And we're not surprised that she's running up front. Why? She has so much experience here. In the Crazy Sportsman's Great League, Pat Green to third. She won second. Pat Green will take third away from Nancy Sofrin. Pat Green clears Nancy. Can Pat Green break her losing streak? This next time by will be 15 laps to go for the rookie, Gina Lucas. Great racing from Willow Springs. Here comes Madison Bowling with once again another great run. She closes in to on turn 9. Look at Pat Green right there as well. Bowling closes in. Great run by Maddie. Pat Green slides as both Green and Sofrin are closing. Here comes Madison. Madison Bowling wants to lead. It's door to door. Bowling on the inside. Lucas outside. Lucas will have the inside here. Great run by Gina Lucas. And here comes the closer as well. Pat Green is there. And she does not want to lose this race. Pat Green is there. Great run by Pat. Can Pat Green get back to victory lane? Can she promptly put herself in position to win? 15 to go. And it's Maddie Bowling who's back up front. We've seen we've seen 2 spins already. That was Carson Healy and Ella Lidsman. We saw Lidsman spin happen in front of us, but we did not even see what happened to Carson Healy. But yeah, coming back around to take 14 laps to go. It is all Maddie Bowling so far. Out of turn 9. Down the front straightaway. 14 laps to go. At Willow Springs, here comes Pat Green. She gets a great run. Maybe. Look at Nancy Sofrin. She's right there as well. Jack Moon to 4th. As it looks like that Nancy Sofrin may have lost some speed in that race car. Nope, she has not. She will retake 3rd, and she will retake 4th, and it's going back from 3rd. It's side by side. It's the teammates. The teammates were side by side. Moon looking to remake it side by side with Nancy Sofrin. He can't. He cannot. It's still Maddie Bowling up front on lap 22 with 14 laps to go. What can Pat Green do here in Willow Springs? Pat Green runs 3rd. Nancy Sofrin runs 4th through turn 8. Through turn 9 actually, not turn 8. And don't look now, but Pat Green is right there. We are going to ride along a full lap with Pat Green. Pat Green has the visor cam. Great run by Pat Green to Gina Lucas. And we're riding along with the closer. Gina Lucas is just too good on the carousel, and as she tried to take the lead there, but she couldn't. we are seeing how good of a road course racer Pat Green really is. Whenever she puts herself in a fast car, she usually runs up front, and right now she is. Pat Green running in the top 5, running in 3rd behind Bowling and Lucas. Through turn 9. Out of turn 9. Pat Green, great run to Jenna Lucas. It's side by side finally. Pat Green wants it side by side 1 second. But Jenna Lucas, Pat Green knows that Jenna Lucas is just too good on the inside on the carousel, but Pat Green carries a lot of speed. Tons of speed for the cash now. Number 4 for Pat Green Motorsports. It's still side by side. Lucas inside, Pat Green outside. And now Dolphin wants it side by side. She will make it side by side, and she made clear for 3rd, and she will. Pat Green drops all the way back down to 4th. As Maddie Bowling pulling away from Jenna Lucas. Once Maddie Bowling got the lead, she has not been able to look back at all. She is not looking back. But I know who is coming quickly. And it's the one of Nancy Stoffren. She has a fast car. Don't count out Nancy Stoffren just yet. 11 laps to go for Madison Bowling. She's all by herself on the carousel. Lucas runs in 2nd, trying to close back in, and is. Jenna Lucas gets a great run, but here comes Nancy Stoffren. Nancy Stoffren with a great run right there. Stoffren out, looking to make it side by side. Can't. Lucas, Stoffren has closed back in with 10 laps to go. It ain't over for Jenna Lucas, Pat Green, or Nancy Stoffren. They have closed back in on your leader. Here comes Jenna Lucas with a great run. Lucas running inside. That will slow her up just a bit. Nick Green said before the race that he would try to give Jenna Lucas as fast of a car as he can, and he has done that. Jenna Lucas with a great car, 10 laps to go, runs 2nd, maybe getting her first career win here in the Crazy Sports Good League. Here it is. But here comes Nancy Stoffren looking to get back to victory lane, looking for her first win for Pat Green Motorsports, and it's 9 laps to go as Maddie Bowling pulls back away. Nancy Stoffren cannot take 2nd, cannot make it side by side either. Pat Green keeps 4th. Nolan Vernango is on the move as well. Maddie Bowling knew racing Jenna Lucas would be hard. because Jenna Lucas has raced in an IndyCar here. And we can't wait to see what Jenna Lucas has to say about this one. Jenna Lucas runs in second. Maddie Bowling, dominating performance, putting on a clinic. Nurse Maddie has came to life, has brought her car back to life here in season 21. I don't know why I keep on making the bad puns. Oh, probably because I always do. Bowling pulling back away. It's a 1 second advantage as Nancy Stoffer gets there to Lucas, and finally Nancy Stoffer gets around Jenna Lucas. Nancy Stoffer is showing all her speed and is closing just like that. Is closing back in on your leader. Nancy Stoffer, what a run. 8 to go in Willow Springs, and Nancy Stoffer has a chance to win. But look at Madison Bowling. Bowling continues to block. Bowling has blocked everybody so far. And that is why Lucas was not able to take the lead when when Nancy Stoffer has not been able to take the lead yet. Tanner has moved forward. Nick Green runs in 21st. Down the back straightaway. To turn 8 and 9. Come to 7 laps to go. Here comes Nancy Stoffer. She is there. Great run by Nancy. She gets there. It's going to be side by side. She forces Bowling off the racetrack. And Nancy Stoffer pulls away. 7 to go. For Nancy, Pat Green almost goes around on the front stretch. Bowling just lost the lead in second. And Pat Green somehow hangs on to 4th. As Pat Green wants 3rd. Maddie Bowling just lost 1st and 2nd. As Jenna Lucas pulls in Maddie Bowling and continues to block the 41. Once the 1 came back to life, I mean, the 1 was driving through the field. It looked like for a second that the 1 did not have a chance, but it looked like that she saved some of her stuff as she was able to pass both the 47 and then a couple laps later pass the 41. And now comes to 6 laps to go. It ain't over for Jenna Lucas or Maddie Bowling just yet. Lucas really wants to win this race. Bowling to the outside. Gets there. Bowling off the racetrack again. And they are roughing Maddie Bowling up like she's a punching bag. That's how. And they know that if Maddie Bowling retakes the lead, that she wouldn't give the lead back. And right now, Pat Green looking to be the other driver to pass Maddie Bowling. Right now she can't, as she's in a fight of her own with Jack Moon, as Jenna Lucas has closed back in on your leader. It's still 7/10 of a second lead though for Nancy Stoffer with 6 laps to go. Now she has stretched that lead back out to a second lead. What will Maddie Bowling do? Will she close back in and maybe retake second? Lucas looking to be very aggressive with Madison Bowling. Through turn 8 and out to turn 9. Bowling now to the inside. But Lucas blocks the 41. Oh my goodness, they keep on. Oh my goodness, they have figured out a way to stop Bowling. 5 laps to go. And it looks like that Maddie Bowling has to wait another week to go bowling in Victory Lane. Ha 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 ha. Is Nancy Stauffer going to shut down? Was Nancy Stauffer going to shut down with the clinic? For Maddie Bowling, maybe not. Bowling right there. Great run to Lucas. Or is Jenna Lucas going to do it? Because Jenna Lucas may win. Jenna Lucas getting a great run back to the one. Maddie Bowling still showing all her speed as she continues to run in third. Continues to run right on the back bumper of Jenna Lucas coming back around to take 4 laps to go. Nancy Stauffer, when she got back in this league, she was that was last year, did not put up the results that she wanted. Actually, I think this is her first year with Pat Green Motorsports. And maybe not, I don't know. Pat Green riding back and forth should be happy. And the driver that shouldn't be happy is a 47 because Bowling is still there. Jenna Lucas has tried to get rid of Maddie Bowling, has not been able to, as Jenna Lucas continues to run the best on the carousel. Jenna Lucas is the best on the carousel, but Nancy Stauffer is the best everywhere else. As Stauffer stretches that gap back out to a 4/10 of a second lead, now 7/10 of a second lead. Now 8/10 of a second lead. Now it's a 1 second advantage for Nancy Stauffer. Nancy Stauffer looking to win for Pat Green Motorsports in the number 1. I think this year may actually be Nancy Stauffer's second year in the number 1. I think. Bowling once again gets loose. Still 1 second advantage. 3 laps to go for Nancy Stauffer in Willow Springs. And now Nancy Stauffer knows that she may lose the race on the carousel because that is Jenna Lucas's best turns. And Lucas proves it. Lucas is proving to us why she is a superstar. Why she can win a few races when she gets into this league next season in the 32. Pat Green proving to us that her team is the best team here this afternoon. Pat Green Motorsports first and fourth. And now Nancy Stauffer comes to 2 laps to go. Still has an 8/10 of a second lead. Jenna Lucas trying to hang on to second as she tries to close the gap back on Nancy Stauffer. Through turn 9, Stauffer is there. Stauffer out turn 9. Lucas out through turn 9. And Bowling right there trying to get a great run. But will Jenna Lucas block? Bowling 1 second. 2 laps to go. It ain't over for Maddie Bowling just yet. Bowling knows that she needs to get back up front. And the clinic. And is Maddie Bowling going to reopen the clinic? That's the question. Or can Nancy Stauffer pull back away? And it looks like that Stauffer is trying to pull back away. Pat Green runs in 4th right now. Not bad by the 4. Stauffer 5/10 of a second lead. Now down to a 4/10 of a second lead. Stauffer's lead a lot closer this lap than it was a lap ago. Back up to a 5/10 of a second lead. Maddie Bowling still has a chance to win. Down to a 4/10 of a second lead. Down to 3. Bowling with a heck of a run. Out of turn 9. Bowling is there. She wants the lead. Down the front straightaway. 1 lap to go for Nancy Stoffren. Nancy Stoffren trying to hang on. There's Bowling. The Stoffren blocks to the carousel here. Nancy Stoffren knows that this may be the place that she may lose the race. Bowling, great run through the carousel. Going down to the inside. It's going to be side by side. Stoffren knew that may be the place that she loses the race. It's side by side. But remember, turn 9, maybe Nancy Stoffren's best chance of winning the race. Bowling back up front. Are we going to see one more last lap pass? Bowling has completely destroyed the field this afternoon. And it looked like that they were able to stop her for a few laps. Final lap. Final few turns. Through turn 8 for the final time. Coming to turn 9. Oh man, Nancy Stoffren needs to send it in. And does. She sends it. Great run. Great deep run by Nancy. She gets there. It's not going to be enough. Maddie Bowling wins Willow Springs. Maddie Bowling breaks her losing streak and wins Willow Springs. But Pat Green Motorsports continues to have a strong run and ends it with a top with with both of their cars in the top 5. Maddie Bowling has a lot of fans here in Kern County. Errolyn Todd somehow gets a top 5. My question is, where did Nick Green finish? How about Matthew Godwin 9th? There's Rockhill 12th. Nick Green 21st. And he still beats Raymond Carville. Raymond Carville 23rd. Carson Healy started up front, and after spinning, he will finish in last. What a race. Crazy run, but a clinic that was reopened on the final lap by Maddie Bowling, and she pulls it off. She saves herself in the playoffs. Bowling to the playoffs. Thanks for watching with the CSKL Season 21 Menards 35 at Willow Springs next week out of the United States in Brands Hatch. Thanks for watching Willow Springs.